In this video, we'd like to show you how to check in at a self-service kiosk at Southwest Airlines at San Francisco International Airport. The process is very simple and very easy to follow, as we found. This will also show in the video. In just a few clicks, you'll be able to obtain a boarding pass if you have a reservation, or if you have a mobile boarding pass, you can print it out at the airport at the self-service kiosk. Throughout the process, you'll see a couple of other options that you can work throughout your check-in process, but we might not go through all of them, but we'll go through the essential ones. Now let's start. As you see, the first thing you need to do is touch the screen to begin. And that menu pops out. It says enter your confirmation number or Rapid Rewards account number if you have one. This is their loyalty travelers account number. If you travel with Southwest a lot, it's recommended to subscribe for their Rapid Rewards so that you can accumulate miles or you can accumulate points you can use towards future travel. The second option, it gives you to insert a card, debit card, or driver license. When you insert that card, it will take that information from the card, your name for instance, and will look for the reservation this way. And the third option, it asks you to scan your passport so that it can get that name out of there. Your boarding pass, if you have a boarding pass and you'd like to retrieve your reservation and see if you can change a flight, a seat, upgrade, or what have you. Also, if you have some type of a security document that has your name, that allows you to scan it, and your mobile boarding pass, of course, that has that scanning option, and you scan it and pulls out your reservation. In our case, let's assume we don't have a boarding pass, we would like to check in at this time. So the easiest way I would say is just to enter your confirmation number. Have to enter that letter or letter numerical number. It is a 6-character confirmation number. In this case, it's only 6 characters. It should be written on your document, travel document, reservation. Most likely it will say a confirmation number. Now let's punch it in. Once you move to the next screen, of course, this is your usual prohibited hazardous material disclaimer. You have to review it, make sure that none of those items are in your bags. Read through it if you want to know more about it. But of course, any of these hazardous materials will give you a headache going through security. May even prevent you from boarding, so that make sure you have none of those in your bags. You have to acknowledge it. Now at this screen, at that time of this checking process, you have 2 options. Please check all that apply. What would you like to do at this point? You can either get a boarding pass, you can check bags if you're flying, or if you'd like to check in a bag, or you can try to change your flight. Pulls out your reservation and gives you these options. What we will do in this case, we'd like to get our boarding pass, of course. Click next, get a boarding pass. Now at this screen, you can of course again reconfirm your proper information regarding your flight. Here the airline offers you to upgrade your flight. You can also see that we have entered, as we made our reservation, the Rapid Rewards Southwest number. It will guarantee that you will get credit for the miles or the points that you are flying with this time. Of course, gives you the option to upgrade to a business select for $250 per customer. You're free to do so. If not, just move on. And this is actually your boarding pass printed, so you can have a hard copy. It's always recommended to have a hard copy of your boarding pass, even though many of us now prefer to have the electronic boarding pass. But just as a precaution, electronic devices do fail, and if they fail, you can retrieve your boarding pass. Of course you can if you go to a service kiosk or customer service with your ID, so on and so forth. But it will create an inconvenience. It may delay your boarding, or you can even miss your flight if you're on a tight schedule. So it's always a wise idea to have a printed boarding pass. The printed boarding pass you can obtain online before you leave home, or you can choose the self-service kiosk at airports that are available.